Hey guys, welcome back. So it's been about a month since we recorded anything. It's October now and we're gonna do the Spooky Tag Challenge. So it's 30 questions and I found another set of questions. Some had duplicates, so I added a few in there on top of the 30. We don't know what they are. I wrote them down. People have done them last year and stuff. That's where I found it. So now we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Favorite horror or Halloween themed song?
Thriller.
Oh, it doesn't have you from like a movie. I didn't even think about songs like
Favorite horror or Halloween theme song. So back in the day, Thriller was a horror song because of all the costuming and stuff. So Thriller has always been my favorite. And to this day, when Michael stares into the camera when he's a zombie, not the wolf, but the zombie, it still scares me. I have to close my eyes.
I don't remember that video that well. But I know he went on a date with somebody and he went back to their house and he has her arm around her, right? When they're leaving from the date? Yeah. It's the twitching, huh? That you don't like.
No, you're the one that don't like the Twitch move. I don't like it because he goes like this and then he turns around to the camera and he goes, but he's all green.
And his yellow eyes.
And yellow eyes. Then he turns into the wolf at the end where he turns again and his eyes are yellow.
Yeah.
Because he's the wolf. The biggest part though when he's a zombie is when he has the no emotion on his face and it's just like dun dun.
Oh, he's just walking.
And it's all sunk in and he's like walking and then he goes bump bump and he does the moves.
Yeah.
I don't like it before the
Right.
as soon as that starts and I know it's dancing, it's okay, but as soon as they have it on him and he's just like this.
He almost looks sunken in, like sickly.
Yeah, well because they had the best special effects guy back then in the 80s did all of their makeup.
Yeah.
All of them. And then Kenny Ortega is who choreographed it. High School Musical, Kenny Ortega. He's who choreographed it.
Oh.
And he's in it. Anyway, I love the whole little snippet of Thriller, except it does still scare me.
I can't think of a Halloween theme because...
How about Regan's song?
Oh, God. Okay,
Yeah.
so as much as I hate... I don't even hate the movie, I own it.
Well, like Michael. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun,
I
dun,
like
dun,
the
dun.
Exorcist music.
Yeah. I like that.
I do like
and
Michael Myers' beat as well. So I'm gonna go with those. Yeah. So
Michael Myers is Halloween, you guys, just in case you didn't know.
Yeah. If you haven't seen those movies. Which that new movie just came out.
Yeah,
Go
it's
watch
like
it.
number one, I guess. Jamie Lee Curtis again is just,
Killing it.
yeah.
No pun
Literally.
intended. Yeah. Number 2, something you wouldn't want to run into in an abandoned building. Clown.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Something you wouldn't want to run into in an abandoned building.
I wouldn't want to turn the corner and see a clown.
Neither would I.
So.
But I also wouldn't want to turn the corner and see someone struggling of death.
Oh my god.
Like,
Well, that. Do you
no
remember
noises.
Do you remember those pranks they showed in abandoned buildings and clowns were bashing people's heads in and it was like blood
Oh,
everywhere?
the parking garages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It would play the song Run. Dun-dun. I love those though.
Those are scarier than scary.
Yeah. But I wouldn't want to hear any noise like that. Like the struggle of
Gasping.
and then the like
Dragging
yeah,
sound.
those sounds.
Yeah.
See, Halloween tapes like when you're little, some of them I'm like, those sounds as an adult now I'm like, ooh, nope. Like I'd almost rather hear a clown laugh, so I would know what it was.
But they're so creepy when they just stand there thinking that they're funny.
Yeah, that too. Hey, nosy neighbor, my goodness.
I didn't know what it was. I thought it was ashes. Okay, so number 3, have you ever played the Ouija board?
No.
You never played it?
Mm-mm.
I have played it.
Nope.
I've made one, played that, own one. Yeah.
I don't touch them.
Yeah.
She asked me one time, can you move that over here? And I said no.
Yes.
It's a stained glass one she made, or a glass
Yes,
crafts. Glass crafts. I
it's a
guess
glass
it's not
craft.
stained glass because you don't lift it.
It's made by hand, but it's really pretty.
It's the art project in high school. Anyway, it's huge, guys, and it's heavy. And she asked me when we were moving stuff in here, she said, can you grab that and move it over with these big fairy pictures that she has?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, no. And
Yeah.
she goes, wait, no, I just need it moved over. You don't have to lift it. And I said, I'm not touching that. So I moved all the fairy pictures for her, and she moved that. I won't touch a Ouija board. I don't even touch them at Target when they're wrapped up. I don't touch them. I'm deathly afraid of those. That is also because me and my cousins are very susceptible to afterlife stuff, so I won't touch them because I don't want them knowing I'm vulnerable. Okay?
Maybe I'll show you the board. of glass. Took a lot of work. Got an A on it though.
At the end of the video.
At the end, maybe I'll
and
bring
if
it out
we
here.
forget, put it in the comments and we'll show you guys it.
If you want to see the Ouija board made of glass.
Yeah.
Number 4. Favorite horror or movie villain?
You skipped 3.
No,
Didn't
I
you?
didn't. 3 was Ouija.
Oh, okay.
So, favorite horror monster or villain?
So it has to be like a scary movie villain?
I think
think?
so. I
Okay.
asked somebody a question and they said Hannibal Lecter, and I didn't
Oh, yeah.
even think about that.
That's
Yeah,
a scary
okay.
movie villain.
I thought that was a really good answer. My coworker said that when I played this with her.
My favorite is the Saw guy.
Jigsaw.
Only because The Purge doesn't have a villain. The Purge doesn't have a villain, so Saw, I like Jigsaw and his little puzzles that you have to figure out.
I'm gonna say Katie from the Paranormal Activity franchise because she looks so normal, but she's the villain. She's the demon.
If
I
you
like
guys
her.
want to go old school, though, I'd say my favorite is probably Leatherface.
I've never seen that.
Is that actually, that is a lie. You know who my favorites are? Are them 3 hillbillies from Wrong Turn.
Wrong Turn,
But it
oh
has to be
God.
Wrong Turn 1 with Elijah Dushku. Because those 3,
Those are the best ones.
they made them so well put together for an incest family weirdo brothers.
It makes you not want to go hike.
Yeah, it makes you not want to go. And then if you do see like a cabin or an abandoned car, it makes you think
Yeah.
that you
They're
like
out
look
there.
up in the trees. You know what I mean? You're waiting for them to be like and jump down from the trees. But those 3, the special effects they did for those 3 were amazing.
Yeah.
Scary.
I would agree.
Or you could say The Strangers. That was the scariest fucking thing in the... Sorry. That was the scariest thing in the world because those killers were random, house-picked, and killed both their victims. That was the first movie I think I seen where nobody survived the scary movie.
I don't like things that are that's
That's
real.
way true.
Like you're actually like washing your dishes and someone's standing outside. I don't like that.
Nope. All right. 5.
Lowy. Creepiest thing that's happened to you when you were alone?
Go ahead.
No, because mine are silly.
No, go ahead.
Creepy things that happened when I was alone. I don't know. I was dog sitting my sister's dog when her and her partner at the time went to Disney World, I think. And I was in there and you could hear footsteps. Like the feeling of someone walking on the floor where you could feel the pressure behind you. Like someone's walking too heavy. And I grabbed her dog and I ran outside. And I called my sister and I told her I was not going back in her apartment because there's someone in there with me. That was scary.
Yeah?
Because
bet.
I never stayed the night there before.
I bet. I don't like that.
And she told me, just go back inside, it's fine. No, because then a balloon would come down the hall and creepy apartment. I've had other things happen to me, but I played the Ouija board in high school, and we were talking to a girl, and she says like someone was gonna scream, and Ari was like, I don't know what that means. And then me and my friend were walking to our class and someone bumped me and I screamed. It was the weirdest thing in the middle of passing period. Yeah, random stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, there's more stuff like that. But what's a creepy thing that happened to you when you were alone?
So, it can happen anywhere, and it happens often, but if it's really quiet, like dead silent, and if I'm like sitting, or sometimes I could be just laying down and getting ready to turn the TV on or something like that where it's quiet, I can hear someone, and it's I think it's a man, but I don't know if it's a man or not because it's just a demon type voice. But they go, it comes like this where it's like faded and then it comes in real loud and then fades back out, but they yell my name.
I never knew that.
Mm-hmm. And then if it's raining and I'm driving, and the only reason I say if it's raining, it could be happening all the time, but I don't know. But in the rain, I can really tell.
Is that white noise maybe?
Yeah, but this is a different one now. It's probably white noise, but yeah, it'll go, Heather, like that, and I'll go.
And it's a guy?
It could be. It could also be a woman, but it's like it's like that demon voice type. But
Yeah.
I'll just turn, or I'll go and plug the ear. It comes in, Anyway, and then when I'm driving by myself, and it's usually when it's raining, and it might just be because of the rain that it brings it up, but any time I'm driving at night in the rain, someone runs across the street in front of me. That's not a real person, obviously, but
Or
always,
like a hallucinate, like you see things.
always right in front.
Weird.
Every time it rains, and it doesn't have to be by the cemeteries. It's every time it rains, and it's usually on 104th, or it'll be on Silicon Boulevard out here. So it's not even by the cemeteries, like down on Washington Boulevard or anything. It's usually on 104th, or they'll come right across before I get down either to the stop sign to go on Hipkins, or before I get to Butte to turn towards Mommy's. It's always on 104th, and they'll go right in front. And I never press on my brakes. I just keep going.
Almost like an apparition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the Heather thing, that happens all the time, you guys.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And then sometimes it wakes me up if I'm sleeping. I feel like they'll scream my name really loud, and I'll wake up and open my eyes, and then adjust, sit up, and watch TV for a little bit, because I feel like they're trying to wake me up for some reason. But you guys, I have a lot more, but
Heather's are way more interesting than mine. Mine are more like, I got locked in my bedroom, and I saw bright lights in the house, and I don't know. My car radio turned up really loud on its own, just like random stuff like that.
Yeah. So like when me and my cousins there's a couple of my cousins and myself who can hear, see, feel all of them. I can't see them, thankfully, but my cousins can. I can hear them and feel them though. Like they'll talk, and I just try to ignore them. Or I'll move my hand when I can feel them. Like I'll go like this a lot with my hands. Anyway, if I'm gonna walk into a place that's haunted, as soon as I cross the threshold, I'll tell you if it's haunted right off the bat, because it plugs up my ears right away. Like as soon as you walk, if I were to walk in the threshold, it'll go to that high pitched plug. So like that, and then if I walk back, like if I step backwards and go it goes away. But me and my cousins, when my tutu passed away, we were all at her house because she wanted to pass away at the house, like most elderly people do. Anyway, all of us kids were sleeping in one big bedroom, because usually we had the boys' room and the girls' room, and we all slept in the boys' room that night because they had the bigger room, and we were all in there. And one by one, each of us sat up and looked at the door, and that's because we could hear Tutu's slippers in the hallway, because she always dragged her slippers, because she used to wear those old school, they look like the soccer sandals, that really thin plastic. Mm-hmm. She wore those, and she would always go, like, that's what it would sound like. And each one of us heard her coming to the door. We knew it. And then we all looked at each other, because we were all sitting up, and we were like, did you hear Tutu? And they were all like, yeah, me too. And so we were like, we love you, Tutu. Good night. And that's when we finally all went to sleep. But it was like she was checking on all of us in the room one last time, because she used to check on us in the room at night. And it was like she came straight to the room to check to see if all of us were good, like sleeping. And that when we all said we loved her and good night, we never felt her presence at her house anymore. And we also never felt Grandpa John's anymore. It was like Grandpa John was there for 20 years waiting. And when she died, that they both went together.
Right.
Yep. And then there's scary stories of me and my cousin CJ at a 1900s house in Tacoma. We went there for some stupid party, I don't know, and we were with my sister, and I mean just a bunch of people. Yeah. And we were all there, and there were 2 kids and a mother that was downstairs in the basement. The 2 kids, though, were running rampant throughout the house, and we could feel them. And even when we walked in the doorway, and we knew it, but we still went to hang out at this party, but we knew it because we were like, oh, God. Like, okay. The 2 kids were all over the house, wherever. And finally, one of them told my cousin, CJ, to come with me, come here. And took her to the basement door. And my cousin CJ wouldn't go down in the basement, but my friend Amber did. And my friend Amber, who's also, she's kind of like a medium. She can really talk to them really well. But she went downstairs and she came back up and she said, none of you kids, you guys don't need to go down there, because they'll attach to you and you'll take them home. And we were like, okay, like, all right. And she's like, anyway, I just want you to know that their mother died downstairs and that she's down there, and that these 2 kids want to know where their mom is. And they think they know that she's down there, but they won't go down there. So when they took CJ to the door, they stayed. And CJ opened the door, but wouldn't go down. when Amber went down, the kids don't go. She said the kids won't come downstairs for some reason. Anyway, she goes, the mother said that it was their father who did it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. So then we tried to look up history on the house that we were at, like the next day. We were trying to look up the history of it and all that. I can't remember now what we found, but we found it.
Yeah.
And we found specific markings and stuff for the portals because there was stone, like, triangles outside that used to have, like, the laundry line on it.
Yeah.
And right there was the biggest portal because it was two of them straight in a row and whatever they were made of. It was known, and so those kids, they run through that house rampant, but their mother is downstairs dead, and they've made walls. And the kids said that we have to go through here, and CJ said, "We can't. We're going to go into the kitchen." No, it's this way. But once you get in the kitchen, you can see where it used to come in. So, but
Creepy.
they were African American kids and an African American mother, and then the mother told Amber, "Their father is the one who killed me." Isn't that nuts, you guys? But I don't want. Yeah, I'm one of those. Yeah, like I can feel, I can see, or I can't see. I'm sorry, I can feel and hear them really well. I worked at a bar for 6 years. I was super haunted, and
You should just tell your ghost stories, babe. It could be a ghost story moment, and we'll continue the tag in a part 2.
So at the bar I worked at, there was a guy. He got killed in the back. You could tell in this room, and he was mean. And he would throw stuff off the stage. He would just go crazy back there. And every time that's where the freezer was, right, for the bar food. Every time they said, "Heather, we go get these," I would say no, because I knew he was mean. He was very mean. But he got killed in it back, so it's in downtown Tacoma, so it's under the sidewalks of the back part of the bar. So one street up from Pacific is
So if you're
Commerce.
ever in the area, check
So
it out.
on the sidewalk under Commerce, there was a room that was attached to our bar, and he was killed back there. And when you look up, you see the ropes, and you can see the big fucking hooks that are back there, but they're from the early 1900s, and you can see 2 doorways that were re-bricked to make it to how they rent out the buildings down there now. You can see 2 doorways that were bricked off, so we don't know if he was meant to be in our building back then, or if it was from something that was, the building was bigger.
Right.
And then all of the rooms behind the stages, because they were in that back section under Commerce sidewalk, he was in and out of all those rooms back there. So I never went backstage either. I'd always come down from the side because he was mean, and I didn't want him to touch me.
Mean. Let me see. This is number 6. So I'm gonna split this video up in a couple parts because it's already lengthy for the first part, but that's okay because she does not talk a lot in the video, so it's good for her. Would you stay in a haunted house if you were dared? I think it depends why it's haunted, I guess. What's in there? Kids are really scary.
Let's revert back to my story.
No.
I would not sleep in any of no.
Maybe if I didn't know, but
But
I would tour it. I probably wouldn't want to sleep
I would
in
tour
it.
it. I would tour it. I would tour a haunted house, but I wouldn't sleep in it just because I would know it was haunted right away, and I'd be like, oh.
Yeah. Are you superstitious?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I have superstitions though, but they're from Hawaii sort, like Hawaiian superstitions.
Ever see things in your peripheral vision?
All the time.
Yes. Which urban legend scares you?
What's an urban legend?
So mine would be when a car doesn't have their lights on and you flash them, so they would turn their lights on, like they don't remember it, and then they turn around and they come after you.
Oh, and chase you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, that one.
I don't know. Urban legend? What else is the number one? That's like an example.
An urban legend.
That's
Step on a crab, break your mama's back.
Oh.
That's superstition, right?
That's superstition, I thought.
I can't think of another urban legend.
Maybe
Something like pop rocks and soda, and it makes your...
Okay, I guess
Kids
mine would
food.
be like a spider laying eggs in your face.
Ugh.
I don't think that can really happen, but it sure was in the Scary Stories book, and I really thought it was true.
That'd be so bad.
That it would happen.
Gore or thriller? Thriller.
Yeah, the music is what scares me. Gore doesn't bother me at all. Blood and all that never bugs me.
Yeah, I don't want to see all that.
But
I'd rather be scared, like
in
jump scare.
thriller, yeah, in thrillers, now especially when they do that music and those noises, that's what scares me. Sometimes I won't even watch them because of those noises.
So you would rather watch gore.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather watch a thriller. Do you believe in multiple dimensions?
Like on Stranger Things?
You know, I don't know.
Because they're in the upside
They're
down.
in the upside down, so yeah, I guess that'd be in a dimension.
I guess.
I think it'd be pretty cool if you could actually go through a looking glass. Like, what if you did go through the mirror? To
Or
another
in the Narnia.
Well, yeah,
For the
just
wardrobe.
like it
I
could
would
happen.
believe.
Maybe.
Yeah, I believe in it. I don't know if honestly it would ever happen, but I believe in it.
Have you ever made a potion?
No.
I have not either.
Maybe when I was little.
Maybe.
I thought that mud and rocks and maybe some grass in it was a potion.
Do you get scared easy? Yes. So. Have you ever played Bloody Mary?
Like at birthday parties. But we always turn the light on.
I don't think I've ever played Bloody Mary. I can't recall ever playing that, but I have tried light as a feather, stiff as a board. Did not work, by the way.
Ours did when we were at Alyssa's for a birthday party. We lifted Melissa Fox over our heads.
That's pretty cool.
But we had no idea how we did it. And we don't know if somebody was fucking around.
No.
Still to this day. So we might have done it. Literally with the 2 fingers.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Sorry. If you hear footsteps when you're home alone, what do you do?
I hold my breath and get really quiet because I freeze.
I would probably grab my phone. I'd probably say something stupid like hello, and then leave because I have the what is it called, flight?
Yeah, fight or flight, and she flies.
I leave. Yeah.
I would
I'd
probably
leave.
freeze. I would really hope that I'd have some sort of weapon next to me because otherwise I'd just be sitting there.
If you were trapped in a scary movie, what would it be? Probably something paranormal, because then I would just hope that church would come and bless the house, or something would happen.
If we were trapped in one,
Yeah, which one would you want to be in?
The Purge,
Why?
so that I could kill everybody and not be like dead. At least paranormal, you're gonna be dead.
A ghost is not going to kill me.
And people in the Purge aren't gonna kill me because I kill them first.
Oh my gosh, no. Okay. You're funny. If you could wear a costume for the rest of your life, what would you want your costume to be? Pick a costume.
I have no idea.
I don't know, maybe I'll be a cat. I'll be a kitty. Or a witch. Am I becoming my costume? Because then I would pick something that can do spells. Cast spells and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
Would you go to a graveyard at night? No, probably not.
Me neither.
A weapon you would choose in a zombie apocalypse. I would freak out. I probably wouldn't even know how to use the weapon of choice. I would just hide behind the person that's supposed to be saving everybody.
My weapon. I want something like the katana, something that's far away but can still kill him. I wouldn't want to have to get up close to him to try to kill him.
No,
I'd be scared.
they grab a pencil.
Yeah, but they do it.
No, I know, man. I'm just gonna go hire the cast of The Walking Dead to just come with us because they're trained and all that stuff.
Yeah, I feel like I would have to have her katana.
Yeah. If you were in a scary movie, would you be the final girl, the skeptic, the comic relief, the smart one, or the killer? Or the first to die? I would probably be the first to die. Because when I'm running, I get weak and I just collapse anyway. My legs would just give out. I'd be too scared.
I tried to be the smart one, so I'd try to outsmart the killer.
Yeah, that sounds like you. Halloween party or trick or treat?
Trick or treat?
Trick or treat and maybe a Halloween party.
No, trick or treat all the way. I would trick or treat. What's that say?
I have no idea.
Let me see if I can read it.
No, you can't read it. What did I write there? Something happened after. Nope. When watching. Okay, hold on. We'll have to come back to this question because I can't read it. When you're watching a scary movie, do you yell at the character, sleep, or cover your eyes? I'm an eye coverer.
I guess I would yell at the character then. Like, no.
Don't go in there. What are you doing?
I guess that's what I would do because I don't cover my eyes or sleep. Also, don't jump or grab.
Do you get scared or do the scaring? I think I'm both.
I could do both.
Favorite scary book? You posted that book on Facebook.
Alvin Schwartz's and the 3 Scary Stories, you know.
I've seen that cover before, but I don't think I've ever read them. So I don't think...
It's the same guy who wrote Where the Sidewalk Ends and
Yeah,
all
but I
that
don't
stuff.
think I've read that.
There's 3 of them, and they're the Scary Stories books. Oh, they're so good.
I would have to say The Exorcist by William Peter Blatty.
See, I don't read real books.
How old were you when you first saw your first scary movie? Do you remember?
I honestly want to say, like, the first scary movie I watched was Scream.
I can't remember the first one I watched. Probably something... I can't even think of the name. Do you hear that background music? Isn't it nice? I can't remember. Serpent in the Rainbow. I think my friend made me watch that. That scared the shit out of me. I don't like that either.
She's a horror movie watcher, though. I'm not.
First Halloween costume that you can remember. Minnie Mouse.
That I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
I was a vagabond traveling the railroads, so I had on an old flannel that was torn and old pants that were torn. I had a bag on the end of my
Oh,
stick.
the sack?
A sack on the end of my stick. A bowler hat, and then Grandma put black makeup to make me a beard. That's the first one I can remember as a vagabond who is traveling the rails.
That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to be this year for Halloween?
Oz.
Good job, babe. And I'll be Dorothy.
I'm going to be Oz, though, from The Great and Powerful Oz. So the James Franco Oz.
If you had a pet, would you want a black cat, an owl, a rat, or a wolf?
So I already have a black cat. His name's Koa. So I would pick a wolf this time.
I think I kind of want an owl.
Yeah, they're nice.
That
They're
would
so
be
pretty.
cool. Yeah.
And plus, we've seen them. How they, like, fly and get
How
their
silent
rodents.
they are.
Super silent, you guys. Like, their wings don't make a sound. It's pretty cool.
Do you do haunted attractions?
Yeah.
I don't really like to go in haunted houses anymore. I used to help volunteer in them, and that's really fun. I've been in some, but I get way too scared because they don't get out of my face. It's like they know they're scaring you, so they just stay with you. That's annoying.
Yeah. The last one I went to was Fright Fest, like 3 years ago with my cousin Kai.
Yeah,
And
that's
this
the
little
one I
girl
really
kept following me. Like, she looked like the Ring girl.
Oh my god! Me too!
And she kept following me in and out of the other rooms, and then we were outside, like, done, and all of a sudden I turned around and she was right there again, and I was like, God, I was like, get away from me. And then all of a sudden all I remember is I was picked up in the air and run down a hill, set down, and then I see my cousin Kai bolting back up this hill trying to get to this little girl, and she was really like a little girl that was dressed up, and you know, like a little kid. And then my cousin turned around and she was like, "Are you okay, cuzzy?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so then she came back down the hill and she was like, I got your back. But
That's
literally,
crazy.
like, she literally, like, picked me up and was like, boom,
And they're not supposed to leave their areas. Like, I went through a scene and you saw the TVs, and I was like, okay, this is either the poltergeist or it's the Ring.
Yeah.
And she came out, like, on the side before you would go into the next room. She
Yeah.
comes out behind the TVs, and it's freaking Samara, and she's from the Ring, and this person had long, straggly black hair, and she stood right in front of me, and
Yeah.
every time I sidestepped, she sidestepped, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh my god. And I got through, and they can't leave their area, so she didn't follow me, but she just wouldn't get out of my face, and that's
Yeah.
just too real, because, you know, when they're in makeup, and they do makeup really well, they can pass for, like, the real character. So that was creepy. And Samara just has all
Mars,
black
I was
hair.
just saying, it could be anybody with the black hair in front of them.
I don't like that. And then you were indoors, and you went outside, and you thought it was done, but then you were in an outdoor haunted house, and then you go through with clowns, and they're banging trash cans, and they're just free. Oh, I didn't like it at all. No. But I'll do, like, the Disneyland Haunted Mansion and stuff like that, because that's a totally different haunted attraction. But yeah. Do you have a favorite Halloween candy?
So, like, Halloween time only candy?
I think so. Like,
Candy corn.
Yeah, like I always say the little pumpkins are the same thing as the candy corns. I like those.
Candy corn's so good.
Do you have a favorite Halloween movie? Casper, Hocus Pocus. Ooh, the camera just totally went autofocus. Sorry. Do you have any favorite Halloween movies? Saw. You like Saws?
Well, those are the horror movies, but like Halloween movies,
Halloween Town.
I like Casper. I do like Casper, but like I really I really like watching the Hallmark movies. So when they have like a Halloween like one on that's kind of cheesy, I like those ones. And then of course the kid ones. So like I think it was Friday night they showed Charlie Brown the Great Pumpkin.
Yes.
Yeah, like Charlie Brown the Great Pumpkin, like Alvin and the Chipmunks, Scooby Doo, when they have their little like 1 hour movie.
Oh, Toy Story's Tear, when they're the little Toy Story people, they're doing their Halloween bit. That's cute. Now, favorite scary movie. Do you have a favorite scary movie?
Well, okay, so some people don't think The Purge is scary, but The Purge is my favorite. But if I guess you want it to be scary, then it's all the saws and all the screams.
Yeah. I have a few. Like, I like the Chucky franchise, and I like Scream. I like the Paranormal Activities and the Conjurings and that stuff. Yeah. Let's see. Best costume that you were as a child. Would you say it was the same one that you mentioned earlier? I would say
Probably.
mine is a Spanish dancer or a 50s girl.
Probably the one that I said before, because I honestly can't remember a lot of them. I know I was Dracula once. I know I was a witch once. You know, stuff like that. But I think that the Vagabond one was cool.
Yeah. Favorite food or beverage for the fall time? I like eggnog.
For fall time.
Yeah.
I do like me my
Kettle corn?
yeah.
Oh, that's not like all. That's like an all year round
Oh, yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But I feel like when we have it, to me, when I think of kettle corn, it makes me think of Christmas and fall because we're usually out in a cold area and getting a bag of warm kettle corn.
I like pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. Yes, I love pie.
And
Mm.
for drinks, I guess just hot cocoa.
Yeah.
be honest.
Cocoa.
Because I don't do the pumpkin spice stuff. I don't think it's very good.
Do you have a festive background on your phone? No.
No.
Pumpkin patches, corn mazes, or hay rides?
Well, luckily here they're all 3 in one place, so we can do all 3 in one place.
Yeah.
We don't have to choose here.
If I had to choose, I would say pumpkin patch because I like going to picking out a pumpkin.
Yeah, I like hay rides.
Yeah.
I really do.
We did them all.
We did.
Mhm.
That was all of them already.
Yep.
Oh, right on.
Minus
Hey, that was about 1 minute per question. Look.
minus one that I couldn't read,
Oh, yeah. who
and
knows
I
what
bet
it
you I
said.
can run. Well, it's on my phone, and we're on my phone, so I can't see.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
it was something.
we did good though. Look, 1 minute per question, basically. Even though I had a story.
Yeah. 33.
Couple,
That's
2
not
or
bad.
3. So.
I probably won't
Alright.
have to edit this. It'll be a
Yeah.
one take shot,
Shot.
and I'll just upload it as it is. And this is our spooky tagging.
Yeah.
And if you have any ghost stories, you can tell us down below. What'd that say?
So, the video size is too big now. Or something. It said the size changed. So. Anyway. Alright, guys. Guess what?
We'll see you for Halloween.
We'll call you back.
And yeah. Do I get my board or should I not get my board? If you want to see the board, you can comment down below and then I will show you the Ouija
Yeah.
made of glass.
Yeah.
But I know exactly where it's at.
Yeah.
I can grab it. But yeah, we'll call you back.
Call you
Have a
back.
good one. Bye.